Budget Blinds. Visit their showroom or call today for a free in-home consultation.
It's a topic that should never be taken lightly and applies to people working in all industries. For a second year, the Lakeland Regional Safety Committee hosted their annual safety conference, bringing in speakers from various industries to talk about the importance of safety. Nicole Stilger explains.
Empowering your leaders. That was the message from the second annual safety conference at the Lloydminster exhibition.
Safety is never an addition to a job, it's always included, but people don't stop and think about that. It's human nature that we just continue to go on and push forward, and very rarely do we stop and think about actually what we're doing. And without safety, nobody's there.
The day-long conference consisted of safety presentations and welcomed keynote speakers Alan Quilly and Kavis Reed to share their thoughts and experiences across the common theme and to illustrate that safety applies to everybody, every day.
When I talk about safety, I'm not talking about nobody moves, nobody gets hurt. It's what we have to do, and whether we're working or playing, but doing it in a way that we can predict that we're not going to get hurt.
Everyday life, and it revolves around safety, and my presentation always is around the leadership aspect of that. And if we take leadership responsibility when it comes to that very, very sensitive and important subject, we'll protect and save a lot of lives.
Realistically now in the last 15 years, the culture and safety, and really that's what it is, a behavior and a culture that people adopt. It's pretty much a mandatory status to do work and conduct work these days.
Both Quilly and Reed have their own unique experiences when it comes to their take on safety, but both agree that it's a topic that continues to evolve.
We're entertainment, but there are lives on that field that are being affected by the way the game is played and the rules that are in place. I think our governance has done an absolutely wonderful job of providing us the protocol to make certain that we do the right things when it comes to player safety.
Sharing information about the art and science of safety is a very good thing, and I think we are moving forward.
The conference has gained more traction since last year, and Keach says the increased community involvement is a testament to the growing industry in Lloydminster and the resources available to educate yourself regardless of the industry you're in.
We are growing in numbers, so I think that this is going to build with momentum. We were just trying to get the message out that we're here and we're here to help.
Nicole Stilger, Newcap News.
It's a bittersweet day as an area producer is calling it quits after a mere 6 years of making cheese. In this week's Agriculture Report, Gerard Lampow visits the cheesery to find out why and what's next.
And I would jokingly say maybe one day I'll put up a cheese factory.
The idea for the cheesery came about in 2007 while Rhonda Hayden was visiting Italy. She volunteered at numerous cheese operations to learn the art of making cheese, and when she came back home, it was a no-brainer.
Eventually people asked me about this cheese factory, so out of obligation I kind of felt the need to open up this cheese factory. And at the time I was engaged to Brian, and I asked if we would be able to do that once we got married and moved out here. And he talked over with his family and they agreed yes.
This property has been in the Hayden family since 1967 as a cow dairy operation. In the last 6 years, when the cheesery came along, it transitioned into sheep dairy. And in this room in the back of me here, we've basically got 6,700 kilos of cheese made from an operation that's producing some 36,000 liters of milk per season.
The first couple of years, it took us a long while to sell out of all of our cheese. It would take us maybe 2 years before all the cheese was gone. And it was a concern. I thought, how are we going to ever move this cheese? And, you know, it was fun to have 2-year-old cheese because the flavor profiles were great.
Their biggest markets are in Edmonton and Calgary, and accolades have come from around the province. But the dip in the economy has taken its toll.
The whole market just kind of slowed down on the wholesale side. You know, our farmers markets kind of stayed the same, but the wholesale, the restaurants, the stores really pulled back on their purchases.
The cheesery's inventory is up for sale, as well as the equipment and over 200 sheep.
Not only are they, you know, very pleasant personalities, but they're great animals in terms of they give wonderful quality milk.
Hayden is also facing the challenge of being a mother of 2 4-year-olds.
When the kids are like, Mom, we don't want you to go outside, or do you have to go to the cheesery?
While stocks last, the cheesery will be open as usual going into next year.
I want people to take the opportunity to come out here.
Gerard Lampow, Newcap News.